With the limited and conditional availability of the MoonSwatch, I thought it'd be fun to check out another homage to the Speedy outside of the family, but in stainless steel and at half the price. This is the Pagani Design 1701. Check it out next. My first impressions here on WatchWit. Hey now, I'm Wit. Welcome to the channel. I've got this outside of the original shipping box, but I'm going to experience it for the first time here on camera. Yeah, so with the swatch, if you're like me, you wanted the MoonSwatch, then you were like, and then it turned to, no, I don't want one anymore. But I still watch the videos. I still like looking at the MoonSwatch. And, all over the comments of multiple videos, everybody says, grab the Pagani Design 1701 version 3. So that's what I did. So inside this box is that watch. And again, we're talking about half the price. And you've got something in stainless steel. So, okay. First things first, you get a nylon military style strap. You can see it's got the black and silver double pass. It looks like some decent hardware, some brushing and their signature and logo. And a polishing cloth, and there's the watch right after that. Warranty card there on the side. 2-year warranty on this, by the way, but come on, let's face it. If something goes wrong with this, you're not sending it back. You're just stuck with it. Okay, let me get this stuff out of the way. It's kind of annoying. Oh, look at that. So this new version 3 has got much more of the white contrast on the dial, on the handset and indices. Yeah. Let's get the stickers off and look at this thing. That just says Sapphire. You see that on there? Yeah, so let me give you the specs, but I think I'm going to have to measure because I'm not sure I trust the specs from the measurements from AliExpress usually, right? But man, good looking watch. That's decent, right? Give it an old clickaroo. Look at that date window. The date wheel's color matched. Looks like that numeral 3 could be a little brighter contrast. I'd like to expect to see it more like the Subdials or like the logo. But again, you're talking. This is it's under half the price. This is basically about $90. Yeah, so this is my first Pagani Design. Checking it out too. So this is pretty cool. Kind of two birds with one stone here. First Pagani Design and checking out an alternative to the MoonSwatch. Let me get all the dressing off and we can dig into this a little more. There we go. A little better view of this baby now without the wrap on it. And look at that mid-case profile. That bezel on top and then the sapphire crystal. Now it's got a bit of a dome to it, protruding out from the bezel as well. Great look. Yeah, so before we walk through this, I want to get some measurements because, like I said, I just never take the AliExpress measurements as religious. 42. Okay, I guess we can. So 47.7 millimeter lug-to-lug distance. And then the lug width is 20 millimeters. See if it tapers at the clasp. Yes, down to 18 millimeters. So nice. And the thickness. So 14 and a half. I think it listed it as 14 to the top of that domed crystal and the bottom of the case back. And it comes in at 151 grams. 150 grams on the supplied bracelet. All links intact. Okay, so let's walk around the watch a little. First, I'll tell you, though, that this is the Seiko VK63 meca-quartz. So this is running quartz technology for the main functions and a mechanical module for the chronograph, which we just have here with the stop and start button and, of course, the reset button here. It's got a screw-down crown for the main handset and quick set date. And the pushers are for the chronograph are freestanding, meaning they're not locked. That screw-down crown and the screw-down case back give you 100 meters of water resistance. Oh, you see something here? I'll peel that for you in a minute. Just stand by. Let's get the clasp open so we can see the case back better. But so you've got a signature on the clasp. And this is all 316L stainless steel, by the way, the case and the bracelet. The bracelet looks to have kind of a little more of a rough finish on the brushing. Then you got the high polish on that center bead there. And the case as well, some rough brushing there with high polish on the top side. And then that bezel sits proud with some polishing. Okay, but back to the clasp. So the signature and that brushwork as well. On there, no fold over safety latch, but a double push button release, 3 micro adjust, and fully milled. This is, so a lot of my budget watches, I cover Steel Dive a lot here on this channel, and they don't even haven't upped their bracelet and clasp game. So this is kind of cool to see for $90 or so. I like what I'm seeing so far. And is that? Yeah, look at this. Got an extension as well. I don't know what purpose that would serve. It's probably going to be a little too, you're not going diving with this, so you don't need like a wetsuit extension, but that's probably a little too much for, swelling wrist in the heat of summer. So not sure, but I guess a cool feature. So then we get way to the case back. All right, you want that sticker off, don't you? You ready? It was a crispy one. So your specs, you've just got Pagani Design, then the model number PD-1701, stainless steel and water resistant, 100 meters. And then you've got your moon montage. Looks to be solid end links with standard spring bars. All right, let's go in tight on the dial, and I gotta say, I like this jet black, especially on the bezel insert as well, where the tachometer is. And they've got the dot over 90 for the purists. If there is such a thing for a Pagani Design watch. And look at that crystal. I really love that distortion. It's got that nice curved edge as it heads into the bezel. Okay, so you've got your running 60 minutes for your chronograph here. This is a 24-hour subdial slaved to the main handset, so this is not secondary to it. You can't run a second time zone or anything like that. And then this is your running seconds for the main time. And then, of course, your chronograph hand here. You've got Pagani Design chronograph below the 12, which I love the double dot there at the 12 o'clock index, and Japan movement down below. Love that chapter ring, and the Riot is just straight up and down, as you can see here, but when you get that distortion from the crystal, it really has this kind of concave look to it. I love that. That's got a sweet look. You can see the illusion of this index, coming up to, the up the Riot essentially. But as I get steep and show you that it's just straight there. Let's check out the Loom game. Okay, a little strong at first. You can see just the main handset and indices, and the chronograph sweeping seconds as well. So this is green in color and definitely starting to fade already. But for this watch, I think it's, to be expected. All right, I want to try this on. Today I'm wearing the Van Banner Lee Field Watch. This is actually kind of a field diver because it's got a dive time bezel on it as well. You can check out a video right there on this bad boy. Okay, there it is on my 8-inch wrist. That has got a sharp look to it. It's not been sized for me yet, so you see the clasp is a little crooked. So again, 8-inch wrist, and I've got that much play. So, and these are push pins for sizing the bracelet. Yeah, I like it. The bracelet's got a good look for how rough the brushing is. Yeah, so not bad. My first impressions are I kind of dig it. For around $90, full 316L stainless steel case and bracelet, fully milled clasp, nice Seiko meca-quartz movement. So you got 2 to 3 years battery life on this particular piece, depending on how much you use the chronograph, of course. And just nice, stylish look to the dial and bezel. Really like the bezel, actually, because it's got that nice gloss to that black. It's jet black. Kind of makes the dial look a little more muted, in black But what do you think? Are you into this for around 90 bucks? Leave your comments down below, and if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button as well. Hey, that'd be cool if you subscribe to the channel too, if you haven't already. And maybe check out this video right here. And I'll see you next time around. I'm Whit with so many watches, so little time and money.